like being a Christian, it has to. I'm not saying that you have to dress it up to look like a Christian, but like you have to perceive yourself in a way, right?
Right.
Like Christ perceived himself, like you seen his actions, it matched his words that came out his mouth.
Well, it's like, I understand people get to a level where they're real comfortable with people, but you also have to set that boundary as time goes on. So I think, yeah, that's a really important thing. Like, I like what he said. He said, if we are talking alone, we're 6 feet apart and stuff like that, because somebody could walk, right next to you and be like, oh, I saw this husband and this wife over here having an interesting conversation, gazing. And, when people usually see things that they don't understand, and they blow it way out of proportion. So, yeah, 100%.
It's crazy because I did have that experience. At first, I didn't get it, right? Because I remember when I was married and I left early for work, and I called her. I'm like, I called her before she didn't pick up, and she called me back. She like, where you at? I'm like, I'm almost home. I called you, whatever. She like, oh, don't go home. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? It's my house. Don't go home. She like, no. Somebody's there and I'm not there. Like, don't. I was confused. I'm like, wait, what? What are you talking about?
What it is, YouTube? It's your boy DNG,
Mr. Reliable.
and we're back with the. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, snap! I forgot we had a guest.
Yes.
Who's here with us?
And mystery.
Oh, this is it.
Let's see her face.
Mystery from last week's episode. Yeah, we're glad to have you here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're watching, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the post notification bell, comment in the comment section. We enjoy when you guys speak with us in the comment section as well. But what's going on today, Mystery? You wanna say something?
What's the topic?
What's the topic?
Oh, okay. So we're gonna start off with this.
Okay.
Can a woman come up and two-hand hug your husband?
Don't you ever?
Don't two-arm hug me. Don't look at me too long. Don't laugh too hard at my jokes, please. Crazy thing is, you got people over here talking about, well, your spouse must be insecure. No, there is a proper way to treat somebody's spouse. I treat all of my friends' wives as an extension of them. If I see him as a brother, guess what? His wife is my sister. If I give his wife a hug, she get the one arm off to the side. If we having a conversation and ain't nobody else around, stay 6 feet apart. I don't want nobody thinking nothing. Also, in said conversation, I'm not gazing into her eyes. I'm having a very loose eye contact conversation with my sister. And here's the thing, we get so caught up in calling somebody else's spouse or them insecure that a lot of times it come down to how certain things look. And the last thing I want to do is plant a seed in my wife's mind or anybody else's spouse mind that anything is going on. Here come the people, I ain't stepping on eggshells for nobody in a relationship. Well, you don't need to be in one then.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna talk about right now. We're gonna ease in.
Yeah, we go easy.
All right,
Ease into
so-
it,
Okay,
ease into it.
you were once married and you are now married.
Right.
What's your perspective?
You want to go first?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first because you
I
have
didn't-
experience.
I didn't really think about it, really. With me, yeah, it'd be weird to hug somebody with two arms.
Like, yeah.
Like embrace, hug.
Embrace and stuff like that. I don't think I have done that, though.
Yeah. Like,
I think I overthink things when it comes to somebody's wife or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I overthink things. Like, I'll be like, all right, cool. And sometimes I'm like, I don't even want to hug you like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want the man to think of something. But as me, like, hugging them or they hugging me, I don't know. I never thought about
Never.
that. Like, to be like, oh, don't hug me like that. If
Okay.
they did, I probably would allow it. But it's because I overthink things. But with me, if they would have did, I probably wouldn't even think nothing like that.
True.
Like, I would have probably hugged them back.
Okay.
And think nothing of it.
Okay. For me, like, I think it should already come automatically if you are married. Like, you can't do that because people do have perception and
True.
ideas right off the bat. So I think, yeah. No, I'm not gonna hug somebody like that, embrace them so long. Like, I'll do that with you. I'll do that to my mom, my little sister, but like another female, like, no, because automatically people are gonna think stuff. You know? Yeah. I know you. What you got to say? Let us know, please.
I think this was a wise man.
Okay. Why do you think so? Why? I mean, he is wise, yeah.
Because, like, think about it. Like, I know oftentimes people are saying, "Oh, it doesn't matter what it does matter what it looks like, right?" So it's like when you look at even like being a Christian, it has to. I'm not saying that you have to dress it up to look like a Christian, but like you have to perceive yourself in a way, right?
Right.
Like Christ perceived himself, like you seen his actions, it matched his words that came out his mouth, right? So like you can't give the same thing you're giving to your spouse to somebody random or to a friend.
Okay.
You understand?
Right.
So like man is so wise.
Yeah.
Now let's even go deeper. Let's go deeper as
Okay.
would you, like, let's say, would you leave one of your mans in the crib? Say, let's say you going to the store, right? And you be like, all right, stay here a little bit. I'm going to go to the store. Maybe it's going to take you 30 minutes to do
I
what you
would
got to
leave
do.
my friend with my wife in the house?
Yeah.
Hell no. You doing that? No way. No. I'm sorry, bro.
And it's like it's respect too.
Yeah,
like
is.
it all depends on that respect you have with your spouse, right?
Right.
So if you respect your spouse, even like as little down to the thing of how you dress, right? You dress with respect, right?
True.
You can't be around any and every man with everything revolving out like just because
Facts.
well, it's just a dress. No, it's not just a dress. You looking for some type of attention,
Right.
like you dress how you feel. You looking for attention, so you feel like you want some attention, so you gonna dress how you feel.
Right.
So like it comes down to respect and boundaries. Like
Okay. So okay, that's true. I mean, like how you said about respect, it does go as far as respect, because if you did dress anyhow, then like my friend wishes James, if he came here and you dress anyhow around him, first and foremost, he's gonna be like, dang, like he's gonna think to himself like, okay, like, you understand?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
gonna be like much of a respect for you and me. So it's the same way with, with me and your friends. If your friends came around, I can't be wearing shorts and be like that. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You understand? Yeah. So it's like, I mean, I understand people get to a level where they're real comfortable with people, but you also have to set that boundary as time goes on. So I think, yeah, that's a really important thing. Like, I like what he said. He said, if we are talking alone, we're 6 feet apart and stuff like that, because somebody could walk, right next to you and be like, oh, I saw this husband and this wife over here having an interesting conversation, gazing. And, when people usually see things that they don't understand and they blow it way out of proportion. So, yeah, 100%.
It's crazy because I did have that experience. At first, I didn't get it, right? Because I remember when I was married and I left early for work and I called her. I'm like, I called her before she ain't pick up, and she called me back. She like, where you at? I'm like, I'm almost home. I called you, whatever. She like, oh, don't go home. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? It's my house. Don't go home. She like, no, somebody's there and I'm not there. Like, don't. I was confused. I'm like, wait, what? What are you talking about? It's my house. And she's like, no. And at the end, I understood.
You understood,
I'm like, okay, I understood.
Right.
Like, at first I thought she didn't trust that person. It's not about that. She's not giving the enemy no
room.
no room.
Right.
Like that 10 minutes that she's gone,
Right.
you don't know. You don't know the
Exactly.
person's intention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe put with my mind, this is that. It's not
Right.
because she didn't trust me, but she like, no. We not putting that there to the enemy do it. So
Yeah.
so I did experience
and
that a little bit.
That right there that you said, like giving room to the enemy. I think there's a scripture that goes
Yeah, it's there's one in Romans. It says, "Do not." It says, "Do not allow your body, like to not allow sin to reign in your body, so that you do not become an instrument of wickedness." So, like, even like if you give that inch, the enemy's just waiting for an inch or a doorway.
facts.
You understand?
That's
so
facts. That's facts.
it's gonna be. He's gonna go right into it, and
I agree, man.
Yeah.
Because your attention could be not like you don't even look at the person like that, but you keep dressing a certain way, my mind will go somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Not because I was I respect that, but you keep doing that, my mind's I'm a dude.
Yeah,
and
we're
you're gonna be
men.
like,
Yeah.
wait, I did something I'm not supposed to see. Now
Right.
my mind is playing different things. This is that. I'm like, okay, next time we get along, that's how the enemy works.
Yeah. So I think okay. So was that our topic today? I think that was just a video we were commenting on. But you want to continue with this conversation? I think it's a good conversation.
It's a good conversation.
Okay. So all right. I have so when it comes to that, as for you, a woman, like, how do you think, like, a married woman, how do you think you should be around your spouse's friends, like, when it comes to that? Like, what type of boundaries you think you should set when it comes to?
Yeah, so when it comes to, like, my spouse friend, I think it should be the same respect, right? And that's, always been me. Like, I don't overstep my boundaries. Because, like, the enemy works.
Right.
Like he's like he's like a roaring lion. Waiting. So the moment you open that door and you begin to feed that,
Right.
it automatically, becomes what it's not supposed to be, right?
Right.
So like for when it comes to my spouse's friends, I always hold a boundary. I don't play that. I don't play that because I know what respect I want. So I'm giving that same respect.
Right.
That's just me.
Okay.
Even in a relationship, like that's just me. Like I know the respect I want. So whatever I want in return, that's what I'm gonna give.
Right.
I mean, that's in the Bible too. Treat them just like you want to be treated.
Yeah.
Right.
And stuff like that. But let's say that you at a party, right? A big party. Would you always not follow your man around?
Oh.
I wouldn't follow him around because, like, he doesn't have a, like,
I'm just saying.
like, I'm not his dog, but I wouldn't follow him around. Like, I'm at the space right now where, like, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're all humans, but I'm in a space where I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I know I married a godly man, right? And because I married a godly man, I know he has the fear of God in him, right? Because I can't make him do nothing.
Right.
Even when he leaves the house without me, I cannot make him do nothing. I cannot make him, like, I can't keep him in check outside the house.
That's
Right.
You have to have that love of God in your heart to know to respect God first before you can respect me.
Wow.
So
that's
I'm not gonna sit here and like worry what he's doing. No, go. Have fun. Enjoy. Because I know God loves me, right?
Of course.
And I know God looks out for me.
right.
Of course.
So God, that's where I put all my eggs in.
As you should.
All my eggs is in God's basket because, like, at any time, any of us could lose our minds.
Right.
Facts, we're human.
Yeah.
Because I just know I pray for him, right? I pray for him, and I know because I pray for him, God keeps him in check.
Right.
And that's if he's if he's in that relationship with Christ.
Right.
True.
Because you could be praying for a spouse and they could still be doing the same thing because their minds is not
That's true.
Their minds is not to respect God.
Right.
Just
Right.
true.
So I know, like, that was a big struggle for me in the beginning, for me to know who I want to marry, because I didn't want to marry anybody who didn't have the fear of God in them.
Right.
So that was important to me. That was one of my non-negotiables.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I thought you was gonna be at the party. Is he giggling? No. Oh no!
it?
Hold up. Hold up a minute. Are you giggling? Are you kicking?
Have fun. Enjoy. Have fun.
You ain't
Enjoy.
giggling too much. What are you doing over there?
I think no, like that.
Because a lot of people take it as like, well, I'm gonna keep calling him to see where he's at. I'm
Right.
gonna keep
You
him
can't
in check.
control nobody.
No, I can't control that
Nobody.
because
No.
my eyes can't see.
You can't see it.
My eyes can't see when he's not in front of my eyes,
Exactly.
right?
Right.
My eyes can't see what he's doing. So I know I pray for him every time before he leaves the house. I'm praying for him.
Right.
While he's at work,
That's
I'm
a
praying
woman.
for him.
That's a woman of God right
I'm
there.
praying for him. So like, whatever he chooses to do, that's between him and God.
Facts.
Wow. That's true
That's
because like just that's true because like if you don't, that's why I always tell God, I'm like, Dang, I have to respect God first, then respect you, then respect my children, respect myself, and then I'll be in order being and in doing all those, I'll be able to respect other people as well. Because yeah, that's true. God has to hold you accountable first. Because if God don't hold you accountable, because if you lose respect from God, then you have no respect for anybody, any man or so,
Yep.
on and so yeah.
That right
So
there.
that's really scary because dang, if I don't fear God, then I could disrespect my wife or my children.
Yep.
Or I could disrespect other people around me. That's what's
course.
going on now. We don't have the fear of God anymore.
Yep.
So we just live in lawlessness and we live anyhow. But yeah, once you are grounded in God, I think all that trickles down to your marriage as well.
Yeah, because
That's
if you don't have the fear of God in your heart, you're doing things with no conscience.
Right. Yeah.
I think a lot of time people want to see things, right? Because not all the time. Because if you don't stay in prayer, I feel like God's not seeing you, right? And a lot of time, if somebody's looking at you, I don't care what you do. There's certain things you would not do.
Right.
You would not dare. I don't care how bad you wanted to do this, how bad you
Yep.
wouldn't. But
Yep.
because you like nobody here and not thinking about God sees
Yeah.
you, right? Because
But-
they're
but-
not really
but-
seeing you.
but,
seeing you.
But you know, it's something interesting that I learned this week, or was it last week? You know, it's not only God that sees you, right? You know, demons are seeing you, angels are seeing you, and you also know the things around you are seeing you. At the day of judgment, the things around you are gonna testify against you.
Yeah, because remember it was like the mountain. They telling me falling on me. He's like,
Yeah,
nah.
yeah.
It's
They're
like,
gonna,
nah.
So you really think though, but everything is watching you. Even if a physical person is not there,
True.
everything is watching
But
you.
it's amazing because those things, when they're not there, you could escape them.
Yeah.
But I mean, those walls, because you know. I mean,
Right.
in your mind, you're like, there's no way that
Yeah,
thing gonna
there's no-
talk. blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
yeah.
But if you know they could see you, go somewhere else and be like, oh, that wall here, I'm going over
Right,
there.
right.
But God is everywhere. There's
Yeah.
no way you could go to do those things, to
Exactly.
do those things. So
Yeah.
that's why I got to be God. Like, nah, he's always watching me.
Right.
So
Yeah. So yeah. Anything else? What you got a lot to say about this?
she
Okay,
she like she was ready and loaded.
Say more.
Like,
No, not like because like when my because a friend of mine put it up and I was like, yo, I wish somebody would.
so this is the hug that a married man's supposed to give the friend. Hey. That's it right there. Like, hey, how you doing? And
But,
not
like,
too. Don't be looking
At
in
the
the
end of
eyes.
the
too
day, at the end of the day, with that, and that's why I say this man is very wise because at the end of the day, with that person himself have to have that respect for you, right?
long. Right.
Facts.
Like I don't need to give you an eye for you to know that you're doing something
Exactly.
dumb. I don't need to, put somebody in check because you lack respect, right? So I could just be chilling because I trust God, right? And I trust the fear of God in him,
Right.
right? I don't trust. I mean, I'm not putting all my eggs in his basket because,
Right.
like,
As
he
you
could fail
shouldn't.
me.
Right.
You shouldn't. It's man. God
Yeah,
tell you not to
because
do that.
the Bible says, "Let God be true and all men a liar."
Yes.
So honestly,
Yes.
like, I mean, I respect you, I trust you, but like,
You
know,
trust it
as
because
men-
of God.
right,
Yeah.
right. Trust the fear of
That.
God.
Yeah,
in you.
yeah.
So I think like that works perfectly. Once you, because if I notice that like you're falling and slipping away from God, I'm like, whoa, I got to be careful. I got to try to get you back and get you back in the presence of God because when you start slipping away, now anything can come through.
And
Like I
it's
can,
like that's why we hold each other accountable.
Accountable, yeah.
Because like when one is slipping, that's why the Bible said two is better than one.
Yeah.
One is slipping or slacking. Hey,
I'm here to pick you up.
yeah, a reminder. Hey, you
Been
wildin'.
slipping, yeah. Like
That's facts.
Yeah, so I think so. That would be one of the key things you would look for in your next relationship, right, bro?
As what?
Like a woman who is gonna be like thoroughly
Really?
has like the fear of God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it's not always the rah 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 chick who like, oh, I'm gonna fight this girl. No, it's
Nah,
like
we don't need that.
you need
I
you
need
need the
beef.
fear of God more than anything.
Yeah.
Like it's so important. Like you need the fear
That's
of God
number
more than
one.
anything.
That's very important. Like,
Yeah.
if nothing else said. All right, would you still be cool with a friend? Let's just say, God forbid, right? You know one of your friends attracted to your man. Would you cut that person off, period, or you just want to be their friend from far?
Good
That's
question.
a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Would I want to cut them off?
Yeah.
At the end of I mean, I would have to keep them distance. If you showing
Distant,
signs,
but to be like, no, you cut off. You ain't coming to my house. I mean, because your
I
friend, they're
mean-
gonna come to your house sometime. You ain't have parties when you do that.
right? But I trust
'Cause you
the
gotta be wise,
fear of
too.
God in my man.
True.
Right? He has to hold that respect. Like
No,
because
I
he
understand that.
respects- Right.
But what about her? What would you do? Would you just keep it the same because you be like,
No,
okay,
but
that's
like-
cool, because I trust my man because he had to fear God. Like she could come, she could try, whatever, right?
No.
I'm not saying she's gonna try, but because she attracted to him, that might happen.
But no,
But-
no, I'm not leaving her around him. No.
Oh, of course not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, because like
But
that's
let's say there's a party here and she's invited. She's your friend, right? Everybody's
Okay.
invited.
Okay.
It's a big party. You can't be around. That's what I'm saying. Would you not even invite her at all? Would she be like, well, she's a friend. I'm gonna keep my eyes on her.
I wouldn't have to keep my eyes on her. I feel like because
Okay.
I feel like that's the relationship we have. Like I feel like we talk about these things, like even like the most uncomfortable things. We
You
talk about these
should.
things,
Right.
and because of how he responds, like he respects me, right?
She should.
So because he respects me, I wouldn't have to worry. Like that's like even if because I could see someone's face, but I can't see their hearts, right?
Right.
True.
So let's say this whatever girl comes and try to shoot
Yeah,
her shot
whatever,
or
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
when I'm not looking, that could be anybody,
That's right.
right? So it at the end of the day, it comes up to the fear of God in him.
True.
Right.
True.
Right, because she could be out walking down the street and he walking down the street.
True. But I was saying that because like that could
Like
be
you-
anybody.
yeah,
but
like you
because
know the actual-
Yeah, but
that
it's
person.
like me keeping like guard over him, like if I have to, I mean, she wouldn't come to my house. A friend like that would not be so close
I
to me.
know,
You
right?
understand what I'm saying?
No, but you could have a friend. All right, let's say it was close to you before, and you find out. Would you be like, you cut that, not cut her off, but like cut that, like she used to come, but because I found that out now,
yeah,
like, all right, you're
yeah.
not coming to my house
yeah,
no more.
because
But if you're
that's
having
like
a party,
that's like
you're not gonna
laying
invite
out
her
money
though?
and
But you're not
that's-
gonna invite her though. You having a party, every friend is coming now. But trust me, it'll mess with your mind a little bit because you be like, wait, you just went to the bathroom, where you going? Like, you better,
I don't think so because
not
I don't-
because you don't trust him to figure out in him,
Uh-huh.
but it's just like, this is my home. I'm gonna check you. You're not just gonna sneak around and whatever. I see it. I think you
Right,
you will
but,
slowly
like,
look for these things.
No, but I understand what you're saying.
Mhm.
It's like putting like free crack for crackheads.
I know,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Like
I was
it's
thinking
like if I know someone is like that,
yeah,
you won't be coming in my personal space. That's how I feel like. If
True.
I know you like that,
so you would have to cut them off, not
I mean,
completely, but
yeah, like
How
hi
sure?
bye. But I don't think I would have somebody like that in my circle.
would you confront them as the conversation itself, or you be like, well, that's how you feel, whatever,
I mean,
because you find out
but
not through them,
but
you
me,
was like,
we had this conversation earlier about Luke 6:32.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm a type of person who likes to challenge people, right? In
Oh.
a sense of
That's what?
like when it comes to friends, I'm a type of person who likes to challenge people. Like, the Bible says, if you love those who love you, what's the credit? Right?
Yeah. Then yeah.
but
Yeah.
If you love because the sinner loves people, as much, as well. So what's the credit of that if you only love those who love you but hate people who
oh,
hate you?
okay,
Yeah.
I read it.
Yeah, so
Right? So in that sense, I like to challenge people. So like if I know you're like that,
Mhm.
You would be like in outside spaces, like you wouldn't be in my circle,
yeah,
right?
personal.
So like hi, bye. I would say hi to you. I would say bye to you. But not in the sense of like you wouldn't be in my circle. So if you're not being that you're not in my circle, you wouldn't be coming to parties. You wouldn't be coming to like
But there was before though.
yeah,
Yeah,
there was
that's
before,
before.
but now I know your true colors.
Yeah, now
but
I-
So
that's
it's
what I'm saying.
like
You would have to talk to her as a friend. Be like, all right, this is why. Because she's gonna be like, why she changed all of a sudden? Like,
oh yeah, definitely. I
okay,
would
that's
have
what I'm
that
saying. Would you have
conversation.
that conversation?
Oh,
Like, oh, I heard
absolutely.
you like my man, so.
No.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
I mean, if she showed me any signs of that, I would have to, if she was a friend of mine, I would have to, talk to her about it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And I think from the guy's perspective too, like if it was the other way around, like with the guy, I think I'm gonna confront the guy. Of course, yeah. Of course I'm gonna talk to you.
I don't care if you be like, nah.
Yeah,
nah,
yeah,
like,
no, I'm gonna
oh,
talk
that's
to
how I
you.
feel.
Yeah, because
so I
Right.
protect my space.
because I don't. That's just me. I don't believe in just throwing friends away, without confronting the problem, like
Right.
sweeping
As
it
you
under the
should.
rug and be like,
That
"Oh, I'm
don't
not
solve-
talking
that
to
don't
you."
Yeah,
solve the
no, you
problem,
gotta
though.
talk.
Like
yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like stuff like that because I don't like stuff like that to be done to me.
Right.
Like if I did you something, I want to know. I want you to talk to me and let me know I did something wrong
Right.
to you.
And so I could
Like
fix it.
so,
you understand?
so either I could adjust how, because like I always want God to search my heart,
Mm-hmm.
and
As you should.
I don't ever want to leave a relationship without discussing, like, if I did you something wrong, if I offended you in any way, I would want to know
Right.
so I could adjust it.
Right.
Like, so vice versa, I would want to reciprocate that for another friend.
Right.
So if I felt like a friend was attracted to my husband and throwing signs at him and stuff like that, I would want to I would confront
As
that.
you should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, put it on the rug. Don't solve
Yeah,
that because
it really doesn't.
Yeah.
That rug, that dirt is still there.
Yeah.
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 Clean that up. And
Yeah.
see,
Because the spirit is going to jump on somebody else and somebody else going to try it.
Oh.
You understand?
Right.
So I feel like this thing where, like, you cut people off without talking to them, I think is like, I think is weak.
Right.
agree.
You got to confront the situation. You got to confront the problem.
Some people are just scared too. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be a man. Be a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just talk about
Be
it.
bold.
Yeah, I don't like that because I don't want it to be done to me.
Right.
So
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
We are about almost out of time here.
Oh.
Interesting conversation.
yes, this was a
Yeah, this was a good
Real
one.
good.
I didn't expect us to talk about. We had a different topic, but thank you for bringing
Yeah.
that. That kind of came up too. That was really good.
Yeah.
So as you guys know, this is mystery. That was the mystery voice, but
Yes.
we're glad to
I'm
have her in the
Martine.
flesh, Martine, here on the channel. Yeah, y'all want to say any last things before we get up out of here, real quick?
God is good. God is great.
Yeah,
Number one.
yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. You want to say something, baby?
Oh no, I'm good. I think this was a
Come on, man. You had all that to say. You don't got
No, that
you
was
know-
just like no.
She really wanted to talk about.
I was amped up about it.
You could tell.
Yeah.
You could tell. She was like, all right, I'm ready to shoot. I'm ready to fire. Like, y'all better not like my man.
Yeah, I'm a one.
Hey.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys for hanging out here on this podcast. Hey, continue to hop up in that comment section and have this conversation with us as well, and continue to like the video, share the video if you think it's interesting and want other people to connect with it as well. Thank you so much. We will be seeing y'all in the next one next week on the channel. All right, deuces.